there's a lot of steep canyons around here. And
Right.
so every once in a while you have to maybe deal with a suicidal subject. And
Yes.
can you talk about the best fight you ever had with a female?
Uh, so the guy with the horse, he and I worked together an awful lot on the road. Uh, he covered swing shifts on the weekends, and we get called one night out to the gorge, the Mlad Gorge. It's a state park there outside of Tuttle, and the call was there's a Suburban that's parked there with the doors open, playing Irish dirges, and the reporting party couldn't see anybody around, and Dave was closer than I was, and I'm headed that way, but he's closer. He's going to get there. Probably nothing. So he gets there and checks out with the car, and dispatch does a security check on him, and he doesn't answer. Call him again. He doesn't answer. Call him again. It's not the best radio reception out there, anyhow. But I got on the radio and I said, "Who's that plate come back to?" And they told me, and I went, "Oh shit!" It's somebody that we had dealt with quite a little bit, and so I stepped it up pretty hard and got out there. And Dave wasn't on his knees begging, but he was begging her to come off the side. She was sitting on the side of the, not where the bridge is. She was sitting on the rocks, and he was begging her, "You ain't got to do this. There's people that love, everything that you're supposed to say to talk people out of doing what they think they need to do." And she didn't see that I was there at that point, and I'm watching her. I thought, you know what? I got a lariat in my car. I'm gonna rope her and I'm gonna rip her off the side. And I just turned around to go get my rope, and she saw me, and she says, "You got a cigarette?" I said, I don't smoke." She said, "Well, will you go up to my Suburban and get me some smokes? Give me a smoke." Yeah. I went up to her Suburban and I tossed the smokes. I went back and I said, I can't find them. She said, "Yeah, about like a goddamn man can, probably right there in front of you." She went up and she found them. She lit that cigarette up and looked at me and she said, "Now we're going back." I said, "No, we're not." And a fight ensued. And it was me and the other deputy that was fighting this gal. I had a civilian rider that got out to help us fight. And I don't even know where my radio ended up. So we weren't answering the radio. Dispatch called Derek to come out and help. And he drove from his house in Jerome. So there at the interstate in Jerome is the 168. We were at the 147. And however far back Derek lives, he got there and he got to fight her with us too. And it took all of us to get her hooked up and taken in.
Wow.
Toughest woman I've ever been around in my life, hands down.